Hey everyone, Zach here, and welcome back to the channel where we discuss fitness, finance, health, wealth, crypto, and in general, making gains in life. If that's your cup of tea, hit that like and subscribe button. Today, we'll be discussing buying the dip. Now, when it comes to being an investor, nobody likes to see their portfolio go down. No one likes to see an asset priced beneath where they bought it at. The people want gains. They want easy money. They want sunshine and rainbows and puppies and just every day to be an amazing day. But as we know, that's not realistic, and that's not how financial markets work. People get really emotional when they see their down money on an investment they have made, and oftentimes make an emotional decision and sell for a loss. Well, is that the right decision? To sell at a loss on an asset that you formerly had long-term conviction for? Probably not. This brings to mind one of my favorite quotes in investing from Baron Rothschild that says, "Buy when there's blood in the streets, even if the blood is your own." This is also known as buy the dip. You see, when there's panic in the room, when people are not making rational decisions, but instead making decisions based off of emotions, that's typically when the sharks come in to buy the dip. People who make a lot of money in financial markets often think in a contrarian sense. They don't follow the crowd. Really successful investors often do the opposite of the crowd, which brings to mind another great quote from Warren Buffett, which says, "I will tell you how to become rich. Close the doors. Be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful." You want to be buying while everyone else is selling and selling when everyone else is buying. But is this the correct strategy for long-term wealth? What if you had this mindset back in 2010 and you happened to discover Bitcoin? What if you were buying it at 6 cents, 10 cents, right? You saw it getting really parabolic, right? You sold at 40 cents. It crashed back down to 20 cents. Over 50% decrease. You thought to yourself, man, I get this investing thing, I'm a genius. Well, if you took your profit out and just walked away, you'd be sorely disappointed when you saw that Bitcoin was over $1 just less than a year later. Let's just say, for the sake of this video, that you were buying Bitcoin in the 6 cent range, 7 cents, and then you sold the very, very top at 39 cents. Wow, you got over a 6x return on your money. That's fantastic. But now that you've sold, you're much less likely to buy back in when you see it way past the original time you bought it. Instead, a more profitable strategy is buying the dip on quality assets that have a bright future. What if you decided instead to buy and hold a majority of your Bitcoin? Let's say you decided to keep buying after this dip, right? You were buying in the 6 cent range and then it went up really high. Maybe you took a little bit of profit, but you held the majority. And then when it dropped back down, you continued to accumulate once again. If you continued this strategy of buying dips and selling rips, you would end up growing your bag and building long-term wealth. The problem with short-term trading is you get caught offside when it comes to quality assets, right? The guy thinks he's a genius who was buying at 6 cents, sold at 40 cents, but now I can't even see it on the chart here. Is it right here? Right? Because less than a year later, Bitcoin went over $30. But what happened after $30? It crashed over 50% again, down to $13. What if you just decided to start buying some more at $13? Well, very shortly after, right? A whole year goes by, all of 2012, not much activity. But I think we all know how the story goes. After 2013, we saw Bitcoin hit an all-time high of over $200+. Right? Another 50% crash, over 50%. Those who accumulated throughout this time period, buying in the range of $80, $90, $100, saw their investments go up over 10x when Bitcoin hit almost $1,000. What happened next? I think you get the picture. With quality assets that have a strong community and a bright future and have real utility, buying dips is often one of the most profitable strategies that you can implement. Which brings me to Trunk, one of my favorite crypto tokens. I share the same conviction and opinion of the elephant money community in that Trunk is the Bitcoin of DeFi. As you can see, it's had many dips and each time a stronger bounce back after the dip. This large dip was due to too much leverage in the system, which is outside of the scope of this video. But think about the people who bought down at 15 cents, 16, 20 cents, right? they quickly made a profit not much long after buying the dip. And we find ourselves in a situation again where another dip from a high of 90 cents all the way down to 43 cents. And now we've bounced back up and we're sitting right at 58 cents. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I think that the price chart of Trunk will one day look very similar to that of Bitcoin. Be safe out there, have fun, and each one teach one. Until next time.